troisième vidéo de notre série Apprenons à parler anglais ensemble. Bonjour, moi c'est Lapi Emo. Nous savons tous que parler anglais aujourd'hui peut nous ouvrir d'énormes opportunités. C'est dans ce sens que j'ai décidé de faire une série de vidéos où je partage mes lectures, la lecture de certains livres que j'ai pu faire en anglais pour qu'ensemble nous développons notre expression orale en anglais. So, sans plus tarder, let's switch to English. C'est parti. So today we will continue with the book with that put out, the second chapter of the book, and it is Why Teach Financial Literacy. That's the second chapter, and the subtitle of this chapter is it's not how much money you make, is how much money you keep. So for Robert Kiyosaki, the amount of money we can keep is strongly related to our level of financial literacy or our level of financial education. The financial education is strongly related to the ability to read and understand numbers, because we used to say that success or financial success is a numbers game. So we have to understand numbers. And for Robert Kiyosaki, it's really important that we developed the basic skills of accounting. That accounting is very important to develop if we want to become rich. And even if that discipline seems to be boring or difficult to understand, he mentioned that it's really important that we develop our accounting skills, even the basics of accounting, because accounting helps us to read and understand number, to interpret, to analyze through number. So it's very important to develop that, to improve. So accounting will improve our financial education or our financial literacy. So for Robert Kiyosaki, there is also one rule that can help us, that we have to keep in mind if we want to become rich. And that one rule is we must understand the difference between asset and liability. So that's the one rule we have to keep in mind. So maybe to explain it simply, it's that what is an asset and what is a liability. So for the simple way to understand that is, an asset puts money in your pocket, and a liability takes money out of your pocket. That's the simple way to understand asset and liability. So for Robert Kiyosaki, there is a misconception about those concepts, asset and liability, and he said that rich people are rich because they understand the difference between asset and liability. But the problem is, most people or poor or middle class people acquire liability and they think they are assets, and that's why they stay poor, according to Robert Kiyosaki, because they acquire liability and they think that it is an asset. And it's why he said that it's really important. That's the only rule that we have to keep in mind. And it's asset puts money in our pocket and liability takes money out of our pocket. And the famous example Robert Kiyosaki takes is that most people buy their house and they think that their house is an asset, but it's not. Their house is not an asset. Their house is a liability, because their house takes money out of their pocket. So it's really important to understand for Robert Kiyosaki, according to him, that we understand the difference between the two, asset and liability. And it's really also, it is also really important to develop our financial literacy, our financial education. And he mentioned that it is really important to know the difference between financial education and just general education. He said that we can have a lot of degrees like bachelor, master degrees, PhD. So we are literate about a subject, but that does not mean that we are literate financially. So there is a difference between highly educated people and financial education. That's why he stated in the book that a person can be highly educated, professionally successful, and financially illiterate. So financial education is really different than just no education or having some kind of instruction about the subject. So that's the end of this video. Please, if you like the video, subscribe, push the like button, and tell me if I've made some mistakes. Just tell me in the comments so we can improve together. And if I've made some mistake about pronunciation or how I can say things better, please tell me in the comments so we can improve together and improve our English speaking skills. Thank you for watching and let's switch to French. Merci d'avoir regardé cette vidéo. Laisse un like si tu as aimé la vidéo et abonne-toi si ce n'est pas déjà fait. Laisse dans les commentaires les erreurs que j'ai pu faire. Si tu as détecté certaines erreurs de prononciation, laisse-le dans les commentaires pour qu'ensemble nous améliorons notre niveau en anglais. Merci beaucoup d'avoir regardé cette vidéo et rendez-vous pour une prochaine. C'était Lapi Emo. Bye bye.